I feel like a crazy person because I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't think she's adorable and in fact recognizes her for the creepy freak that she is.
What did you say, nigga?
I'm completely done with gacha games, and it's not because of the games. The games are actually fun. It's these communities I just can't deal with. I'm completely disgusted by these player bases, and if you've seen the thumbnail and you play games, you already know why, but just in case you don't, it all starts with the Genshin community, because of course it does. Even though I don't play Genshin anymore, I still have Genshin videos pop up on my timeline every now and then, just because it was so involved with my channel. And recently, a lot of players have been making these I quit videos, have been getting popular, but the crazy thing is they are actually getting a lot of positive feedback and reception, which is unheard of in these weeb type games. If you know anything about these games, these players are allergic to any form of criticism about their favorite game. So I thought the community might be healing. I was actually low-key proud from a distance. I was thinking maybe, just maybe, I would be able to admit I play these games in public. Shit, I almost made my own Why I Quit Genshin video, thinking I'd have a unique perspective as an ex-content creator. But then I realized I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. My problems with this game are probably so removed. Like the last time I played this game, Raiden was still a relevant character. So I figured I'd sit this one out, and I'm glad I did, because this all comes to this content creator named Candybug.
Before we begin, please be aware that this video contains very heavy spoilers for Genshin Impact up to version 6.4, also known as Luna 5, the current game version as of recording.
Man! What did he do to make them niggas that mad?
So get this, it's her first video called Was Genshin Always This Weird and Bad, or something like that. And it's her first video, blows up over 200k when I'd seen it, and it had been like a day, and it's her first video, tons of comments. People are actually, you know, for the most part positive about the video, and I was like, damn, maybe I should have made my video earlier. So at the end of the day, I was like, I cannot believe people are actually willing to accept criticism about this game. W Genshin community, they're maturing. Then 3 or 4 days later, this video pops up on my timeline again, but not by the creator, by reactors. And this is when all hell broke loose.
I feel like a crazy person because I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't think she's adorable and in fact recognizes her for the creepy freak that she is.
What did you say, nigga?
Because this is a perfect example of why we need to sometimes gatekeep Genshin and other gacha games from a certain audience.
Here, let's just read this real fast. If you got hit by a bus, I would not be upset. Brain dead, blank sucker. Your head should be, something about being fed to pigs.
And feel free to say how much you think I'm a waste of space or whatever. I'm probably not going to read it, to be honest. I've gotten enough DMs already.
There's another one up here. Girl, I hope you know how much you're getting dragged on Twitter. OC ass looking like Chaska anyways, so you're both equally chopped anyways. Fed your AI to art since I felt like annoying you.
This fandom is so incredibly toxic, and I guess I was stupid to think that they wouldn't jump down my throat at every...
Okay, listen, I'm really trying to give the benefit of the doubt here. You cannot act like you were a 100% victim here.
The totality of the Genshin community essentially dogpiled this new content creator, and there's no better way to say it. They absolutely dookied all over her, galvanized their sycophant audience and sicked them like wild dogs onto this creator. They end up blowing up all of her social media, sending her death threats, accusing her of racism, sexism, all the isms. There was somebody on Twitter impersonating her. Guys, I even read a comment accusing her of being a paid shill for Israel and Tencent to make players not play Genshin Impact. I read a comment like that.
It's kind of already filled. The entire screen's already filled. This is the last message. Acting like I can't find you on white pages. I know who paid you to make that last video. I'm tapped into the Chinese gaming industry. Just you wait.
And why did they do all this? Well, according to the players, the video was pretty good until it derailed into insulting the lore on baseless accusations. Basically, she got the lore wrong. She didn't know what she was talking about with the lore. And so this is clearly justified to do all this because she got the lore wrong. You guys. And I guess all this to me is just completely super corny, and it's just pathetic Guys, you want to talk about not making people want to play the game. This type of behavior is what makes people not want to play your game. I think what it comes down to is just don't ever criticize the story in these games, because these people see these characters, these worlds as extensions of themselves. So when you insult, sadly, when you insult these things, it feels like you're insulting them. And so they lash out, which is sad because you should never place your identity around a marketable commercial thing like a gacha game. I know you're tired of hearing this, but nothing she said justifies the response. And I know what you're going to say. Yeah, I don't condone the threats and I don't condone all the actions, but this is like somebody slapping somebody else in the face. And so that person who got slapped in the face unalives the other person's whole family, digs up their grave, defecates all over it, then hits up all their relatives and threatens them. And you guys are in the comment section like, well, I know he did all that, but the person got slapped, so, you know, it all evens out. That's what you guys sound like in the comment section. Guys, it gets to a boiling point when there's too many voices. The criticisms have been said. She gets it. She knows she screwed up. At this point, your community should pull back. There should be people saying the opposite. They should be saying, she said some things, but this is getting out of hand. Not, this is getting out of hand, but she said some things. Guys, you sound crazy. You are placing the feelings and personalities of fictional worlds and characters over real people. That's insane. That is the definition of insanity. Your waifu does not exist. This Candybug is a real person. You guys have leveled enough criticism. Where are the adults in this community? The content creators? Really? Nobody in this community is calling out this behavior. They're just dogpiling for some easy views. This is how you do people in your community? This is how you welcome new creators into your community? Really?
Dismantle their arguments if you think they're wrong, but you should still be capable of presenting your opinion without turning another creator into the community's punching bag. And again, I'm not talking about every single creator. I'm sure there are some out there that did just that. But when you become part of the reason someone says they never want to touch Genshin Impact again, when someone becomes so disgusted with the community that they don't even want to engage with the game anymore, all because they make one video that, if you ask me, range from being right to incredibly nuanced, I think that says far more about the state of the community than it does about the creator herself.
I can sit here and talk about the Genshin fans, but they're just the most extreme side of gacha players. People like this in vocal minorities exist in all the communities. I will give it to you gacha players. None to the extent of Genshin. None are as bad as Genshin, I'll agree, because most of y'all keep it on the internet. With Genshin players, they take it offline, they dox, they harass, they unalive cats and try to assassinate CEOs. I'm sorry how long ago that was. You Genshin players are going to have to hold that for the rest of the internet, bro. I'm sorry. But yeah, toxism exists in different ways across all these player bases, and I could never understand why I could never connect with these communities. I could never be a part of these communities, no matter how hard I tried. And it's just because I don't think like these people. I'm not one of these people. All it takes is one guy in a comment section to accuse you of something, and then they just dogpile. They're so quick to, it's like they want to become toxic for any reason. They're just looking for a reason to be toxic towards people, places, or things, when they should be leveling their criticism at the main bad guy, which is the company that's extracting all the money out of them. Like the predatory gacha companies are who you should be directing all of your pent up anger at. You'll take it out on anybody but the company. It's the worst form of Stockholm syndrome I've ever seen in gaming. Actually, the worst communities I've ever experienced anywhere in any place is gacha gamers. You guys, I don't know. I'm just so sick of these insane people. If you have any sane clarity in your head, you'll play your gacha games in your rooms with the lights off. Don't discuss it with anybody except your closest friends who also play the games, and just don't let anybody know you play gacha games, because these people are crazy.